And hello to all my Libra friends out there. I would like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for September 2021. Now today they have dialed up a Celtic Cross Spread for you. It is a big spread. It's usually focused on one main theme or one main area. It can veer a little bit outside of that, but really it's kind of one big center focus. It goes a little bit in the past, a little bit in the future, but it's a really good general reading spread because it kind of encapsulates all that's going on in your month in about 10 cards. I'm going to expand that out a little bit with my Angel Oracle cards, get a lot of good information from that. And then we're going to conclude your reading. They wanted to do a little extra, what I call messages from heaven. It usually doesn't come and pop up in my general readings because there are so many Libras tuning into this, but they wanted to do a messages from heaven, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, I have also just recently showcased the messages from heaven spread on my YouTube. I made a video on the YouTube for it, and I also put that on the Facebook page. The Facebook page, I do a lot of giveaways every single month, so make sure you follow that as well. And if messages from heaven is something that interests you, check that video out and check out the Facebook post as well, because there's a lot of validation and good stuff in there. So let's get started. I already have the cards pre-shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save time. Now I'm going to bring you in so that you can watch. There we go. These are my ritual cuts. Basically cuts the deck into 3 different pieces, puts them back together in a separate order. Almost. There we go. And then that satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. Same procedure as if you were getting a private reading from me. And then they're ready to run. So here comes the Celtic Cross for Libra. This is you and all that you are. This is what crosses you. This is what is behind you. This is what's in front of you. This is what's above you, something you're aware of. This is what's below you, something you're not. There's our main cross. Now I'm going to run up the side with 7, 8, 9, 10 for my friends that know what I'm doing, are familiar with the Celtic Cross. There's 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to bend 10 in so you can see it. So that's going to be number 10, 9, 8, 7. And the main cross right there, all in sight. Now let me count the number of inverts I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 10, so that's right at that cusp. I need to do a discard to see if I revert them or leave them. And in this case, it's going to all be upright. So this is one of the circumstances where they want me to upright every single card. And there's reason for that. At the moment, I don't know what that is. But they're going to read differently during that way, when I read it that way. Because unlike a lot of other tarot readers, I read them both inverted and upright. And that expands the definition pool from 78 to 156. And I think that's a big part of my accuracy, is because I just give them more vocab to work with. So there's that. Let me do a couple angel cards here just for the main themes, the big themes. Major Arcana cards. Okay, so I have everything I need there. I think it's mostly in screen. This may not be. That's as good as we're going to get. So I'm going to zoom out now and we're going to get underway. All right, Libra. Okay, so to start, they show a queen. If a lot of times this is just going to be you. If you're a female tuning into this, or the softer energy, we do have males that are soft as well. I usually view it as more of a assertive, or not an assertive, a passive card, so passive energy. Whether it's usually female, but we do have passive males as well. They show that it's either you, or let's say you're a male that's tuning into this Libra spread here. They may be talking about a female that's attached to you. One way or the other, they're talking about a female passive energy here. Really, really tied down. Really kind of, it's the card for me is Death by 1,000 paper cuts. It's kind of going through some rough times mentally here. It's usually mentally, if not physical. And sometimes you get both. Sometimes something happens physically and it affects you mentally and emotionally and all these things. This card is mental. So this may be that just your mind just driving you crazy this month in September. It may be painful for others of you. You know, there's the Libra spectrum is large. We have a lot of Libras joining us and tuning into this, and it's going to be different for everybody. But that's what they show first. They show, well, also, you know, it's either in regards to health or finance, it checks in good. It's also saying that, you know, you're nurturing that this month as well. That's the energetic definition of the Queen of Pentacles, the first card that we started with. So what do we do about it? We just kind of persevere. It's just going to be, you know, we're going to get more details on the month. So right now I'm kind of like driving a little bit blind with it as far as, you know, I don't know the context, how to wrap it up right now. It'll probably make sense as I go. But just keep an open mind about, you know, that the hardships that you're going to be going through in September are going to be short-lived. It's not like this is going to be your entire month, okay? So now let's go backwards. This is recent past here. They're saying that you've become really good emotionally in regards to your love corner recently. This is recent advancement. We have the Queen of Cups here upright. Just a good placement moving forward. There's really not a whole lot for me to say with it. So it leads me to believe that maybe before your emotional health or your interpretation of love may not have been where you want it or where they want it before, but it's coming in good now in the past, which is going to obviously affect your future. So good stuff to see there, Libra. I like to see that. As we move into the future position for you, and this is near future, of course, we have the World card. So things are going to get completed in September for you, for a lot of you, in different ways. It may be love, like I just talked about. It may branch out from that. The World card usually, to me, means complete first, but it also can mean worldly. Some of you may be traveling and, you know, just kind of foreign affairs, different energy from different places around the world. That's why it's the World card. So just that multicultural energy or experience is very, very, you're very prone to that in September, not just in September, but also October, and I'm feeling a little bit into November too. So any kind of travel, international especially, before then is coming in as a good window of opportunity to do it, if that's your thing. If not, you know, we're just talking about the complete card, and it means complete, something getting wrapped up or things getting wrapped up. Good month to finish the next couple months. Good months to finish anything that you have kind of looming. Wrap up, you know, some chapters in your life. Get stuff closed out. I have the leadership card, so it's saying that they really want you to step up and lead from your position. So you have whoever, you know, looks up to you, or whoever you work, who works under you, stuff like that, you know, they're looking up to you. Set a good example, help them through, help lead them, you know, to their point. You're going to grow from that as well, is what they're talking about, into your near future. The above position is probably, well, the position talks about that this is something you're already aware of. I have the death card here. I don't read it as physical death most of the time. Now, they're talking about something you're aware of. So I already told you that we're going to do messages from heaven. That may be it. That may be all they're trying to say here, is that, you know, you're going to be talking to a deceased loved one here. Or at least for some of you, they're going to be popping in this spread. They're saying you know what to do, which is very interesting. It's saying to trust yourself and to, I guess, act without delay. So that may be a forecast of that message. I'm not sure what that is. Or they may just have some advice for you in regards to something going on in your life right now. Or the other definition of the death card is just that it's a complete renewal, an energetic, brand new clean slate. If some of you are going through that in your life, the advice is you know what to do. Trust yourself and act. No procrastination, just do it. The bottom things here that you do not know. They're showing the Empress card, the divine feminine. So we have birth, we have fertility, we have all things feminine, the softer nature of things. Also birth, like I said, birth, it not only means like childbirth, but it also means birth of something into this world, like tangible to the touch. So like a new business, something you can touch, you know, also a new health, also to the touch. Something like that is coming up in the down position. So it's saying you're not aware of this, and they're saying to take inventory of this. They want you to fix anything that's unbalanced. I know we've been doing a lot of Libra health stuff lately. I feel like most of you have this kind of under control, but they want you to review and make sure whatever this divine feminine is, that you address it and keep tabs on it, and also kind of relish in it a little bit. I think that they're saying in the down position that you have this extreme feminine possibility for the month of September. So you're probably going to be very high frequency as far as attuned to your female softer side. And if you're a male viewing this reading, you may be confused by that message. It just means the softer things. So not like tackle football. This could be like getting into yoga. This could be gardening. Softer things that aren't, rugged is what we're talking about. So good time for all that. And they're saying it's something you're not aware of. So obviously very important to certain people. As we run up the side here, we start with advice. For the advice, I have a new business beginning, entrepreneurship. This can come up under retirement for some people, also areas of study, collegiate learning, or just learning something new. That's the advice. They want you to expand on this, start a new business, or get a new job, or whatever it is for you. Ace of Wands, brand new beginning in your work corner is the advice. So there's kind of two ways to look at that. I don't think it's just a starting phase either. For a lot of you, you're kind of there and you're ready to kind of pull the trigger on something. They're saying to do that. Okay, that's the advice. So your work situation needs to be fast triggered is what I got for advice. The very next step up here is your environment, the area around you. For some of you, they bring up a car. This is going to be the less common definition of the Chariot, but it does mean car. It's one of the things. Some of you may be driving for jobs or just around cars a lot, or maybe traveling a lot in your car this month. The other part of the environment, I have to read that the other way as well, which is the more common definition, and that is saying that your energy is split way too far between two different things. You really got to reel it back in. So your environment is kind of scattering your energy. We don't want that to happen. They want you to find comfort in what you're doing in the environment that you surround yourself with. So do what you need to do so that you can heal yourself, and also just be comfortable. Just be comfortable. Comfort's a huge thing. When your energy is too far spread, too scattered, you end up living uncomfortably and you don't even notice it. Other people do based on your attitude and the way you treat them and stuff like that, but a lot of times that gets neglected on the personal level. So just keep an eye on your environment with really just kind of trying to focus on one thing at a time instead of so many, because that's what they're saying. The Libras are just all over the place with their environment in September. So that's something you need to keep an eye on and also kind of qualm as you go. Here we have hopes and fears. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is obviously not a fear. This is a hope. This is a good thing. Taking great pride in something is what they show. A lot of you are taking great pride in building something. I'll have in this deck specifically, they're building a wall. It's whatever you're building in your life, something in your home, something in business, whatever it is, you're taking great pride in it. So they're saying they're saying it's your hope. So it's a good hope. There's really not a lot for me to say about it. It's just talking about what you're doing. So a lot of you Libras are putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into something that you're building. Very good. Final outcome, we have Queen of Swords, third queen of the deck. Very feminine spread here, Libras. Call it like it is. We have a final outcome for being extremely good mental health. Really, we go from your emotional health being fixed previous months into kind of the situation that's going to challenge you mentally in September. And we end September with you being of really good mental health, really good mental place. Some of you, they show in, embracing kissing somebody. So high likelihood of love coming in, especially toward the end of September. I guess I'll get into the moon cycles as well. It's a really good segue to get into that, because we're talking about, the beginning of the month versus the end of the month. And I like to give you guys kind of the moon cycle forecast in all my general readings, just to kind of give you an idea what to look out for and when. We have the new moon coming in on September the 6th on Labor Day. Easy to remember. That's when you want to bring something new into your life. Something like that brand new clean slate that I talked about. You want to bring anything manifested into your life, do it at the beginning of the month. It doesn't have to be on the 6th, anytime toward the beginning. Adversely, we have the full moon on September the 20th, and that's a good time to get anything out of your life that doesn't fit anymore. I'm looking at examples of that. Not really sure. It could be you could utilize it the way with the environment thing that I brought about. By the end of the month, perhaps you want to get this environment in check, get it under control so you're not spread across everywhere. So that's a good example of getting things out of your life that just doesn't do you justice anymore. It doesn't fit right. Could be people, could be things, it could be cleaning out a closet, it could be emotional baggage you're getting rid of, it could be people, it could be habits. It could be any of this stuff. Anytime toward the end of the month is a really opportune time to do that. Now, I did put together a moon cycle cheat sheet. A lot of my people that follow the newsletter already have that. If you're brand new, you can get that for free just by joining the newsletter program. I only send one email a month, and it's just for updates. You do that by going to the website, scottsagent.com. You go to the very bottom. You enter your first name, last initial, email address, you send that off. I send you back the newsletter as well as the moon cycle cheat sheet. And it's just a reference guide to help you implement positive change into the rest of your year. It's not just for September, it goes through all of 2021. So that can help you as you progress through the year confidently. So that's going to wrap up here your Celtic Cross. Now we're going to get into your yes or no. Also a good time to remind everybody, since the yes or no is so specific, that this is I'm sorry, it's not even a yes or no, it's the messages from heaven. I'm getting confused here. This is a general reading, so there's a lot of Libra energies joining us here. If you're looking for messages that are specific to you, you need a private reading for that, and I do offer those on my website, scottsagent.com. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is shuffle these back up so that the cards may be reused, certain ones, if that's what they want to do. So I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. I have shuffled all the decks, all the cards. I'm doing the ritual cuts again real quick just so that it satisfies that. Then we're going to get underway with your messages from heaven. Now, your messages from heaven, we're going to begin with doing a query. Whether we have a male or a female coming in, could be both. About to find out. Let's see. And then they're going to describe their message. Male. Female. Okay, we're going to do both. We're going to read it both ways. Let me get some more cards to describe here. Interestingly enough, they're almost all upright. Almost none of them are upside down. No blockages whatsoever. The energy is coming in extremely clean is what that means. What else? What else? There. That's it. Right? All right, we're going to start with the male. I have a male coming in for a lot of you. This is going to be more specific, so it's not going to be for everybody. Just getting that out there right away. But for somebody, this is going to mean something important. The male that comes in is either very soft energy. I have the Queen. That's the card that he came in on. So he may be either softer energy himself, or he's just referring to his, I guess, widow. It would be one of the two things, okay? Talking about a queen, whether they're describing themselves or the message that it's for their relationship with the person. So I have a male coming in that does that. Okay, his message is saying that it's basically just me and the animal now. Me and the animal. So some kind of deceased pet as well that they spend time together, possibly more than one pet. I actually see a couple in this card. That's just what they do to spend their time. It's almost like they're biding their time for them. They want you to be careful of theft or loss. I've had that come up quite a bit this month. It seems like a high potential for a lot of different people and signs. So keep an eye out for theft and loss. Make sure all your stuff is locked up. Don't leave stuff laying around. Even if you lose something, it's just like somebody stealing it from you. Either way, you don't have it. So it comes up. Just need to mention it. And that's what this male is talking about. He's talking about some kind of theft or loss. Maybe he's even perhaps talking about that he feels his time was stolen from this person. I feel like that's greatly what it is, because the next thing I have is Ace of Cups. It's new love overflowing. Or for a lot of you, this is going to be more specific, but I feel like this man is talking about perhaps a widow who's moved on, and he's not too thrilled about that. He's thrilled about the new love. Let me rephrase. He's thrilled about the new love, but he's not thrilled that it's not him. He wishes it was him. Because I have an unsuccessful love card here coming in at the end. In this deck specifically, it's a couple's embrace, like, the man kissing the woman, looking in from above. So that's kind of the thing there. So that's the first message from the male figure that popped in for Messages from Heaven. Now, as we get into the female, for just to be clear right off the bat, they come in bringing the Princess card with them. So I don't know if this is a younger female that passed, or if this is referring to a generation lower, like a mother referencing and directly talking to her daughter, okay, or son. So because I start with the Princess, it's hard to get right without asking questions and getting more specific. That's why these general readings are tough. But they describe themselves as the Princess, or they want to talk, or the Princess is the relationship to the person that they're in relationship, that they're trying to talk to here. The next thing I have is you know what to do with the car. Okay. This was earlier in the spread. They're saying you know what to do with the car. For a lot of you, there's a car decision to be made here. They're saying you know what to do with this. This is your message from earlier for that. They're talking about a lot of money as well. I don't know if this is new money coming to you, or like now or later, or where it came from, but I have big money here. Or they could also be talking about a father figure. It's less common, but this could be like a younger girl talking about her father figure as well. The next thing I have is the fastest card in the deck. It's extremely fast energy, fast traveling news. It's something that you did not ever anticipate. And then I have the Heartbreak card. I think that this person is describing how they went, how they left this world. Very fast and heartbreak. In a lot of ways, this feels like a very young energy. I'm not going to lie, guys. This feels like a younger female who perhaps misses her dad, maybe a car accident type thing. Or, like I said, you either know what to do about the car if it's a car decision, or maybe that's the way they went. But this is our connection to the female, younger, I feel, energy. And, the context of this is obviously going to be huge, because we have so many Libras joining in. So if you have a deceased loved one, that may be your message. It may be somebody else's. It's really hard to pinpoint. That's just how general readings go. And that's also how Messages from Heaven goes. Now, when I do these in private readings, they're a lot more accurate because I can ask questions. And we know that we're only dealing with your loved ones and not, the rest of the sun signs loved ones as well. So that's going to wrap up your Messages from Heaven. Very good, congruent things that tied right into your spread itself. We've been through the Celtic Cross. We've been through Messages from Heaven. That's where we're going to conclude for September. I do these videos every month. Please subscribe if you have not. Like the page, like the post, and also follow on Facebook so you get the giveaway stuff as well. So that's it for September. I'll see you guys in October. Libra season.